Hey everyone, this is UC from iTradePrice. It is Saturday night, April 8th. Let us get started with our weekly review first. So what you're looking at is a chart of QQQ, monthly view. April just started. April just started and we saw a little bit of pullback after the monthly bar of March closed, right? So it's let's see if it can go from red to green and then take out this 321.8. That is important for bulls to kind of break for the next leg higher towards 335, right? If I drill into a weekly view, we have a series of higher highs and higher lows, right, since the past few weeks now. So this was sort of a little bit of pause bar, right, because this was well within the range of the previous week. So, but no harm or damage done to the bulls, right? Still in an uptrend, still in the nice up channel, right? Here is the green channel you see is a larger time frame channel, and then within that this white channel on the upside is sort of a more short-term channel, right? So as you can see, 312.8 right here, this area was resistance on the way up, and then once we broke out above that, we retested this level on Thursday and kind of nice bounced back into the up channels range, right? If I bring in the hourly view, you can see this is a little bit better view. You can see that this area over here was resistance, right? So once we took that out, we saw a little bit of double top there, and then we pulled back right into this level which we broke out from. So this was a nice retest on Thursday, and then we saw a move back towards the channel. So now 321.8 remains a critical level for bulls to break and for the next leg up, okay, towards 335. However, if we break down below 312.8 again, we have a gap fill here right around 307, and then if it 305 becoming the next major support level. If we break that down as well, of course, things go bad or something, then definitely we have this up channels trend line as our target if this things keeps on breaking like that, right? So that can be the sort of the higher time frame picture that you guys can keep in mind. Okay, let's take a look at SPY. So relatively weaker than QQQ, but still holding okay, right? Again, similar picture, higher highs, higher lows since the past few weeks. This week kind of closed right where the previous week had closed. So as long as we're holding this 405.7, things are okay in the short term for bulls, right? In a daily view, you can see this is exactly where we broke out from. I don't know why I keep doing that. Right here, we broke out right here from this resistance level, and now we tested that twice in this past week, this 405.7, and we bounced from that level, right? So that's a good sign for bulls to hold this level, but if it gives up, then you have this 402 and this 400, of course, a psychological number as your downside targets. But right now things look okay for bulls, the way it's holding, the way structure is forming, more bullish volume. Even if you look at the daily view, green volume, buy volume has been more, and anytime the volume pops up above the average, which is this line here, right here, right, it has been the buy volume. So that tells us that still more buyers than sellers in the market. Okay, Apple, again, it's a good proxy for the overall market. In a monthly view, really nice. Maybe this could be a nice big bull flag in a monthly view if you kind of do it like this, right? This could be a good monthly breakout. If that happens, maybe earnings can be a catalyst. From the looks of it, it looks nice. It's holding higher highs even in the monthly view. Weekly view is good too. It held 156 after it broke out at that level. See, this was sort of the bull flag. It broke out of that level. It retested that 156 and then got above even this 161.8 or 162 level. And then we retested that level this past week and held, right? So nothing wrong with the picture. You can see any bearish week we see, it does not see any follow through. So the momentum remains towards the upside, right? Daily view, really nice looking chart here as well. 156, nice support, resistance turn support. This was resistance, broke out, retested that, broke this resistance right here, retested that right now, and now we're trying to move back up with this double bottom right here, right? So if we give up this 161.8, this can be the target, right? This trend line. And if it keeps on moving up, then definitely this downtrend line, and then higher 171 can be in the picture. Earnings are probably a month away almost. Okay. All right, let's take a look at Amazon. Monthly view. Still, from a monthly perspective, it is in a downtrend, but it's trying, right? We're not seeing any downside follow through to any bearish bars anymore, right? So, and higher, high almost. So 104 is a critical level for bulls to break, right? And in the short term, this 100 and 101 level, it maintained that level even this week and bounced above that. So that's nice. And in a daily view, it's a little bit better view right now. You can see if I make the support right? So this was sort of the, you know, a loose bull flag, or you can say this resistance. So once we got above that, we met the resistance here at 104. We pulled back down. This bearish bar did not see any downside follow through. This back tested, and then we saw a nice bounce. So if we can get a follow through Monday, Tuesday, and then a break above 104, this thing can definitely go higher towards this downtrend line, which is around 107, 108.3, right? That's the upside case. On the downside, if it breaks down below 99.8, then we have this structure low around 98, and then 95.7 being the bigger support that bulls would like to see it hold if it retraces back below 98. Okay. Tesla monthly view, so far within an inside monthly bar so far, right? Relatively weaker name compared to the rest of the market. We did see a nice move above 200, but then it kind of eventually sort of retraced back down towards 186. And now if we go in a weekly view, right, bulls were hoping to kind of stay above this this downtrend line, you see, right, this that it broke out of right here, but we couldn't do it. We even broke down below this channel here as well. So now if we go into a daily view, you can see it kind of closed below this 186 level. That was sort of a big resistance level. Then it became a big support level in the recent history, right? This was a resistance. Once we got above that, this became support, right? Saw a nice move towards 202, but really couldn't get any follow through above 202, right? We saw a move down, broke this up channel, right? And then even couldn't really hold this 186 this time around. And the stock closed below 186 for the first time in, in almost a month or so. So let's see if it can crawl back up. I won't be super bullish on this name unless or until we see a move above 193 or even 195, to be honest with you, right? Because this can just kind of fail. On the downside, if we don't see a follow through move to this bullish bar, this hammer looking bar, then definitely 176.3 becomes your support level, because that's where we have the multiple touch points, right? You can see here towards the left of the screen. So that becomes your target on the downside. Okay, let me see if we can have any hourly chart view. Yeah, so it's still sort of this downtrend line, right? If I were to make like this, it's a downtrend line, it's sort of in a down channel like this. So it really needs to, struggle, go above 190, 192.5, 195 even, right? To kind of change the momentum back towards the upside and start targeting 202. But unless or until it can manage to close above 190, 191, really don't see much strength in this name for now, right? We did see a gap fill move though this past Thursday or Wednesday, right? So we'll see what happens. But weak below 190. Once it is above that, want to see it get above 195 for a bullish continuation. Otherwise, it remains weak towards 176. Okay, let's take a look at NVIDIA. Monthly view, what a nice run this thing has seen. I was and I'm still looking for a bearish sort of a vertical credit spread, but I really want it to move towards 289, right? That's where I'll get a better premium to sell this to. But right now, until that happens, just kind of watching it day to day what happens. For right now, weekly view is right here. This remains bullish, right? No downside follow through to any red bar, right? So that tells me this could get bought again and then just eventually break out towards 289, right? And holding this trend line has been important. Really stair stepping up, right? So the big support level is 258.3. That was the resistance in the daily view. So it's been just sort of sideways, to be honest with you. Really have I mean, yes, it's strength, it's good, but it's just, you know, not really giving any good trading setups, I would say, you know, unless or until it's like gap fill or anything like that, right? If we get back on Monday or Tuesday, things like that, if it cuts here, definitely worth a trade, right? To kind of see if it wants to bounce from there. On the upside, we have a gap fill here towards, I don't know what that is, 273 maybe, something like that. That can be a trade to play a rejection from that. To really get going, again, like I said, it really needs 280 plus towards 289, and that's where I will start looking into some sort of bearish credit spread. You're going to kind of sell 300 or 310 strike price. You sell that strike price so that, and with earnings coming up later in the May time frame, and with a run up like that, it could kind of chop around slightly towards the upside. So you want to buy some cushion when that happens. Okay, so Netflix, again, let's check out the monthly view for Netflix. Have played this one recently a lot. Bullish monthly bar in the March, again, a little pullback towards the start of April. Nothing wrong with it. Just holding this 332 is important, because if you look at the weekly view right here, that's become sort of the high of this one, right? And this one was a breakout bar, and usually what happens is the bar that comes after the breakout bar usually likes to test the high of the bar that was before the breakout bar, so which was this, so which we already tested and bounced from. So holding this one, nice, super bullish, right? And once it goes red to green, nice, we can target towards 349. Let's look at it, what it looks like in a daily view. Okay, we saw this gap fill move, which was pretty nice, and I think everybody who follows us or, you know, kind of interacts with us on the Discord knows that we like to play these gap fill moves. So this was your gap fill buy right here, right? This is like a class setup. You know, you buy right there because your risk is low. If it starts moving down from there, you know, you can have a tight stop loss, but it is a good risk to reward, right? We have a nice bottom wick, still not a green bar, but it's nice, you know. Let's see if it wants to go back up from here towards 349. If it breaks down from here, 332, 321, 325 becomes your next downside target, because that's again where we saw the breakout from, and it retested that level. So that level has some history now if it wants to break down and go there. Okay, 349 on the upside, and if it further wants to break out, 363.9 is the number to target. So, okay guys, I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. If you have any questions, special chart requests, let us know. We'll talk to you guys soon on Monday morning. Take care.